and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
America's turning 250, and it's time to rock out with our forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots. Whether you're marching in the parade, grilling in the backyard, or raising a toast to liberty, do it in the gear that screams freedom. Celebrate 250 years of USA in style. Wear your American pride loud. Trendjackers.etsy.com. Grab yours before the fireworks. America's turning to...
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess should I tell it again?
Oh yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Remember, because what you hears today, you got to tell the birthed tomorrow. I'm looking behind us now, across the count of time, down the long hall, into history back. I sees the end What with the start? And somebody did come. Remember, because what you hears today, you got to tell the birthed tomorrow. I'm looking behind us now, across the count of time, down...
Okay. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday to you. I am not ready. I am still in the middle of stuff. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. We appreciate wherever you're watching from. We appreciate the support. We ask that you share the link wherever you're watching from. Share it on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club. And we have legends here today, ladies and gentlemen. Rosie is here. It's Friday.
Yay.
And Sill is here, ladies and gentlemen. That's wonderful. This is going to be a great show.
Good times.
That's why I'm so happy.
Very good.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
And I brought snacks.
I know. Look.
Because Rosie always tells me I should have snacks in here.
Yeah, there's no snacks. These are good and they're chewy.
The chewy Chips Ahoy.
The good kind.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the chewy ones.
All right, everybody's good?
Mm-hmm.
How was your show this past weekend? In the Giggle Room?
Great.
Who was on the bill on that one?
I'm thinking. I'm like, I did. I had a show. I don't know.
That was
it's all like...
There was pictures of you with Roach who's on stage. And
I had a very fun time on that show.
Oh, okay. Good.
I don't know how he fits in that green room. He's so tall.
Roach, yeah, he's a giant.
He's a big dude.
He's a giant. He's a lovable giant.
And, we had Carla as the host.
Nice.
Carla Rock. She's great at hosting.
She's a fantastic host.
She's one of the better ones.
She's really good.
Agreed.
And her crowd work isn't corny and it isn't really rehearsed, Every time she's up there, she changes it up. She's engaged,
I think she's.
When she plays the crowd, though, she means it.
Yeah.
like if you're making noise or something, she's and has to talk to you. She means it, and I think that she makes her point known in a funny way, and she's just awesome at it.
Yeah, it was a packed house. Tommy Edwards and Mike Kurz put the show on. They're local guys.
Kurz he's a nice guy.
He's a super nice guy.
Yes.
And it was heavy, like a crowd that they knew people. They had a lot of Mike had a lot of guys that he knew from, his son plays baseball, so a lot of the coaches and the parents were there.
Nice.
So it was a happy crowd, a crowd that wanted to laugh, a crowd that wanted to have a good night out. Like I said, totally sold out. They had a comic there that I had never met. He's a dwarf. And
you had me at dwarf. I'm a fan already. Who is it?
Which one? Sneezy?
Sneezy, and his name is Christoph.
Christoph.
And he had more letters in his name than most people. And
did you ask Christoph if he is available to come in on Fridays and for children's parties?
He lives in California.
Oh, really? Oh, man. So it's like a one and done that just came here for that?
He came here to stay with a friend and was like, oh, I'd like to do some stage time in New York. And somehow figured out the show was happening, contacted them, I believe, and wound up coming and doing the show.
Wow, so he didn't know anybody?
Yeah, he doesn't know anybody.
He had one friend here that he was staying with.
Wow.
Right, but involved with the show. So he just showed up and asked for time.
Yeah,
but to be honest, that's one of the pros of if you're a little person. You can just say, hey, I would like to some stage time, please. And like, yes, you can go up next. Doesn't matter.
Did he sound like that?
No.
He can walk off the street. Hello, hey, mister, please, can I have some stage time?
He was the first face that I saw when I walked into the room.
Wow.
Not the green room, the room.
Why, did you drop something so you were looking down?
No, I walked in and there he was.
Hi ho!
There he was.
Did he think you might be Snow White?
And I said to myself,
She's doing so well.
I looked at him and I was like,
I just need to hug you.
I don't know if I thought to myself, can't do my midget bride joke. The only thing I thought. So now I go into the green room and Bosie's in there.
And he also went, hi, ho!
And the dwarf was like perfect height, so Bosie.
Yeah, Bosie loved every minute of that.
Come sit on my lap, sweet cheeks.
So I said.
Bosie's watching, by the way.
So I said to Bosie, and he thought I was kidding, and then he remembered that that it is an actual joke that I do, which I shouldn't do because people don't like it. So I said,
yes,
Bosie, I guess I can't do my midget bride joke. And then he goes, you know, Bosie. You do have a midget bride joke. And then he's like laughing. And then there's a guy next to him, and he's like,
another dwarf?
No. He's staring at me, and he's like,
you can't say midget.
Does this, I don't know if it was Bosie said or he said, do you look familiar? And he did look familiar. You look like somebody that I knew. But I'm like, and you go in there and I have my book and I have my drink and I have my stuff. I always come with too much shit and I'm putting it out. It was pouring rain. I have fucking Carla's umbrella. I'm trying to, and he's like, do I look familiar? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then they're both like,
How'd you know him? From high
like,
school or
what
something?
the fuck is this guy? And then I was like, I'm like, yeah, I guess you kind of look familiar. And they're both standing like, all right, like move out of the way. I gotta get in here.
Tell me already who you
Go
are.
there. And then he's like, does the initials AF ring a bell?
Annoying as fuck? Yeah. Tell me who you are.
Fremder.
Oh,
Fremder showed up?
In the green room?
No kidding.
And he had a pun after we saw our little friend Christoph. He goes, I guess you're going to have to shorten your set.
Perfect Fremder line right there.
I was like so on brand with
Did you use it when you went on
Fremder?
You should have used that on stage. Be like, I'm sorry, but we have Christoph here. I'm going to have to shorten my set.
I
Hi,
did.
everybody. Hi.
Waka waka.
Hi, ho.
Well, let me tell you something. This little guy was funny.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was super funny. And, of course, he leaned into the obvious, but not so much so that that's all he did.
Right.
But enough so that he, I thought he was absolutely
Do you know? You don't remember
terrific.
his last name? Can we find him and see if we can get an image of Christoph? I have to see what this guy looks
Any
like.
idea what his last name was?
I'll show you. He
Well, yeah, you have pictures of
you have
him
pictures.
standing next to Roach.
Oh my God!
Oh,
and then
wow.
and
That's a
what
picture,
It was. At
yeah.
the end of the show,
Cookie.
we all stood on the stage and took a picture, and you have Roach, who's got to be 6'6".
Yeah.
Oh,
he's-
sure,
he's
yeah.
giant.
He's like a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah. Big guy.
He makes everybody look
Yeah.
dwarfed.
Yeah.
Nope.
I always feel like less of a man when I'm standing next to Roach.
And then we're all on stage, and then, he was such a good sport. This guy, Christoph, he was such a good sport. He's such a nice guy, super funny. And I said to him, oh, you're from California. How long have you been doing comedy? He said, since June
Oh, wow.
of this year.
Oh, my goodness.
And he was really good.
Wow,
I
only a
have
few
to
months
give him
in?
credit.
Yeah.
He was really funny.
That's a short amount of time.
That is. And he was very funny.
How do you manage to do
And
it
he
in
was
such a little amount of
A little
time?
small amount of time. And he was so funny, and he was such a nice guy, and it was
Was the show over by midnight? Oh, no, that's Cinderella. Nah, never mind.
But he did do, like whistle while he did a whistle while you work.
Oh,
joke,
there you go.
At the end, and I got a kick out of him.
I love little people, always did. I used to have a midget joke in my act back in the day too. But when they cheer, they can't, it's like, reach for the sky, because their hands can't go above their heads. And then all of a sudden the world changed, and I was not allowed to do that anymore.
No, you can get in trouble.
Yeah, no. And I have nothing but love for my little people friends out there.
Yeah,
in the
no,
world, so.
no. My
You have a lot of them, do you?
Everyone I see brightens my day. When I was young, I wanted to have, and it's wrong to say this stuff now, but back, and I meant it with my heart. Back in the day, I used to tell people that I wanted to if and when I became a millionaire, I wanted to have my whole staff be little people. I wanted like my waiter, like my butler to be a little person, and my yard guy that mowed the lawn, and I wanted them all like to be like da da.
so you want to be Willy Wonka? That's what you're telling us. Okay.
Yeah, now that you even say it like that, yes,
Yeah.
I did. I think I wanted to be Willy Wonka. But now I can't do that anymore. So now, just going to be Hispanics, I guess.
Well, I had a girlfriend, Allison, years ago, and she was one of my friends that she was like a first friend to get married, and we thought it would be fun to have a little bachelorette party for her, and I threw it at my apartment, and we hired a midget stripper.
Oh, wow.
But he showed up. First of all, I had an apartment where you could see the street from my bedroom window, and I heard all this commotion. We were waiting for him, and the window was open, so I went to the window and looked down, and a group of women a lot of women in a car just basically threw him out of the door, and he landed in front of the sidewalk in front of my building with a duffel bag.
Wow.
And they took off, and I'm like, oh my
What
God.
an entrance.
So he went from I guess one party to ours. And I'm like, oh my God, he's here. So now I'm waiting for him to ring the bell, and we're waiting. I mean, it was a very small, it was a very small distance. I mean, for him, it might've been longer, but it was a small distance to get to the door, and we're waiting for the bell, to buzz up. We're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting, and he's not buzzing. So I'm like, I'm just going to go down and get him. This guy was half passed out, sitting on the floor.
Oh, wow.
So now
A mess.
I bring him upstairs, and
I'm just trying to envision you bringing this drunken dwarf
and I'm
up
at the
stairs.
end of a
messy
long.
midget.
I bring the messy midget upstairs in my elevator. I walk him down a long hallway. I'm at the very end, and all the girls are waiting.
Yeah, they can't wait to get their hands on the little guy.
We started the night with a passion party, so everybody bought all their dumb toys. No more
Wow,
drinking, we
they
have
had
food.
toys also.
Yeah,
This
so
midget
they
was
buy their
in for
toys.
it.
I want to go to Rosie's parties.
I know,
So
that sounds amazing.
So now the guy comes in, but he wasn't. Once he's like,
He wasn't the stripper. He was just some other guy. Hey, what the hell's going on?
He wasn't really a midget. He was just a small guy.
Oh, forget it. You're out.
He was maybe 4'11".
So he wasn't dwarf-like with the little arms?
No, he
Yeah,
was just a
little chubby
small
body.
guy, and
Yeah.
he was so drunk, and he had so much money in the bag.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, he had just cash.
Wow.
Cash all over the bag. He had in the bag, not even on him yet, an Elvis costume, with the tearaway Velcro.
That's worth the price of admission.
And my girlfriend Yana, she's Korean, and she doesn't take any shit from anybody, and she doesn't drink, so she was really the only sober one.
Yeah.
She was like, fuck this guy. We're not paying him. He's not a midget. He misrepresented himself. We're not going to take his money, but we're going to fuck with him. So we laid him on the couch. He just slept.
Wow.
And she put on his Elvis costume and a boa, and she did a whole strip.
So she did the act.
She did the whole striptease. We ripped off her Elvis costume. Then
This sounds like a porn.
This sounds pretty awesome. Is there film of this?
Then we find that was before all that.
Oh, Damn it, man.
Then we finally put him. Then we dressed him up. We fucked with him on the couch. We just took crazy pictures of him. Then we basically wrapped him up. We took all his money.
Wow.
And we put it neatly in his bag, zipped it up because this bag was unzipped. Shit was all over the place.
Wow, the guy was a mess.
He was a hot mess.
Little
And then
tiny
we
mess.
Drove him to the Long Beach
Was
train
his name
station.
Mario? Mario Bosco by any chance? Sounds like a Mario move.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
You Mama Luke's, what are you doing to me?
Mama Luke's doing
Don't touch my bag.
He did have a cute little bow tie on.
You momos. Hey, sweetheart, let go of my bag.
We eventually dropped him off and left him safely at the side of the Long Beach train station, and we hoped for the best.
Wow.
Did you get arrested? Like people thought they were abandoning their child?
I can't believe this guy.
You should have brought him to a fireplace. Aren't you allowed to leave your children in a firehouse?
And I think the thing that was most upsetting for everybody was that he wasn't like a little person.
Yeah, but if you're under 5 foot, aren't you
legally? If you're under, we should get the specifics. But I think that there is a legal midget height. You're talking about dwarf, like the dwarf.
Yeah,
body,
but you
the
know
little chubby legs and
when
little-
you're young and you're a complete idiot,
No,
you
you
think you're
want-
getting one thing, and
you want the dwarf.
and you're mean. Like
Yeah.
now, I would never now.
you would took him in.
No, I wouldn't hire him now. Like now, it's
Oh,
mean.
yeah. Well,
it's
now
mean.
he-
now I would never.
But what do you think about this? So there was a debate amongst the little people.
Four foot 10.
Yeah, so 4'10" is legal.
He was probably at
So
the
he
cusp.
was over it. So you're right. So
if he was
so
4'11",
he wasn't
then then he just
so fuck him.
He just inched
Oh,
his
and
way
the
out.
best was we had hired 2, and when the second one showed up, my girlfriend Yana pressed the buzzer. She's like, "How tall are you?" And he was like, "Why?" She's like, "How tall are you?"
We want real
and he said-
midgets.
and she was like, "You're not small enough. We're not letting you up. We're not paying you." And the other one we never even let up.
Wow.
No.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
No, she was like, fucking
Hey,
That's a
you got to get what
crazy
you. That's
story.
cool. That's what happens if you order from Temu. Did you order Temu midgets or something?
Team midgets.
Well, but there's a debate about it. So, when the Seven Dwarfs came out, when Snow White did the reboot, there was a whole thing about certain midgets, actor midgets, wanted, like there's another comedian, I can't think, Brad something, who's a midget comedian.
Yeah.
Or a little person comedian. He wants to act, and he wanted to be in Snow White. But then the other guy, Dinklage, remember him from
Peter
Game of
Dinklage,
Thrones?
yeah.
He said...
Brad Williams.
Yep. He wanted... So Brad Williams and Peter Dinklage are going at each other over this. They're not friends. Brad hates him. And Peter Dinklage basically climbed the ladder to success and pulled the ladder up with him. The little tiny ladder that it was, he pulled it up with him. So no other little people could follow. So he said, I think it'll be insulting if it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is real dwarfs. So then they ended up putting in animated dwarfs in there. And according to Brad, he says, hey, man, you just cost 7 jobs for little people.
Why wouldn't you?
Right. So if you're a little person, you're an actor, you have to be stereotyped because it's how you, in one way, how do you go past it? Now, Peter Dinklage is an exception. He's getting hired in movies where he's not
like that
really
guy from Willow when I was a kid.
Right,
He
that
was
guy's awesome,
He
too.
was
Yeah,
awesome.
he's awesome. He's still around doing stuff too. He was R2D2, and he was also one of the what are those little guys, the little furry guys from Star Wars?
Ewoks.
He was an Ewok also. That dude. So he's one of my favorite little people too. So like I tell you, I'm not kidding. I love little people. I have a whole list of good ones.
A whole list of good
And there's a bad ones too. The bad ones.
The evil ones. Imagine an evil one.
That would be
They
scary.
could just like Chucky.
With their little fingers and just come running at you.
Hey! Chucky's.
Yeah,
They just
Chucky
punch
was
you in the
scary.
nuts.
But yeah, so but anyway, I just find it very sad that those 2 little guys didn't get paid at your party.
Yeah, well,
You should have at least given him something, threw him a bone or something.
so I think we gave him a little something, but we drove him to the train.
Yeah, that's very nice.
We could have taken this guy's clothes. We could have taken. I mean, we could have
And put
taken
it on
all
your
his money.
dolls.
We were
Yeah.
assholes. I mean,
You could have
he
robbed
was
him.
So shit faced when he got to that. He couldn't even speak.
This
Wow.
wasn't that an episode of Friends?
Was there-
Wasn't there an episode where Danny DeVito shows up as a stripper? I'm dead serious about that.
I'm
Sounds
not sure. Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, see if we can find that. That'd be cool.
I'm almost positive that was an episode of
So-
Friends.
Yeah.
To answer your question, it was.
I don't even remember what it was.
It was a good show.
Oh,
Yes,
all right.
It's a
Oh,
good
sorry.
show. Christo, shout out.
Christoph
Christoph.
is a very funny man, and he said he's going to come back, maybe, and he's going to stay in New York a little bit, and he's going to try to work.
Oh, he's still here?
No, he went
Oh, he
back,
went
but
back.
he's going to come back from
Oh,
LA,
all right.
and he wants to kind of do some New York City open mics.
All right,
and
we'll have to get
meet
him in
some
here.
people. Maybe he'll come.
I'll
into
get the phone
show.
book and.
Yeah, he can sit up on the phone book.
And he's handsome.
Oh, all
Can
right,
we
come
see
on,
him?
get the picture. Let's go.
see what Christoph looks like.
Danny DeVito was a stripper on Friends. He was called Officer Goodbody. He showed up dressed as a cop, and then he stripped for for those 3 hotties. Yeah,
That's what you need in life. I love all human beings, but little people have a special place in my heart.
I have a special place in my heart for the 3 hotties on Friends.
Yeah, back then.
Lisa Kudrow still actually. Jennifer Aniston still too, but Lisa Kudrow was always my favorite.
Lisa Kudrow, if I'm not mistaken, is the only one that aged naturally. The other
Yes.
2 got facelifts and they look like plastic faces, and that's fine. They still look good for their age or our age. A little older than us, maybe, or around our age group.
Courtney Cox went too far. Aniston seems to have cut it off at a good point. Where Kudrow, she
aged appropriately and looks good.
That's him. And Christoph ZD. What the hell does that mean?
Well, because that's his
His last name.
initials. Because he's got a big last name.
Can I see what Christoph looks like?
Zajac Dinek.
Oh, she has him. Oh, okay.
He's a handsome
Oh, let me
guy.
see that picture of him. Yeah, he doesn't. Is he a dwarf or just a little person?
Yes, he has dwarfism.
Okay, let
Because
me
he
see.
talked about it in his act.
Oh yeah, there he is. Look at
Look,
him.
he's a good-looking guy.
I love him. I want to put him in my pocket.
I got him.
Hang out with him.
I got him.
Yeah, let's see if we can
Christoph.
Look at his good-looking guy.
Christoph Zajac Denek is his name.
When he walked into the green room, I thought to myself, "Why is this guy back?
Can
What's
you
going
message
on?"
him and see if he's around, if he wants to call in?
Oh my God!
It's probably morning time for him. Right now.
Look,
no, it's like he's probably up right now.
No, it's like 8 a.m.
Yeah, he'd be.
So
fine.
what?
He might come on if we just say we want to talk about your show this weekend, and it would be just cool to talk to him.
Christoph.ZajakDenek.com I got. So let me see if there's a
actor,
contact.
advocate, and a bald guy.
Oh, and even says say hi to the bald
Oh, and
guy.
that's what I loved, his opening act, his opening line when he got up on stage. He was like, "So, I'm going to address the obvious. I'm balding." And he just was really funny.
Wow, he's going all in. He's just started in June and already has a website and everything. Yeah.
He's got a podcast.
Oh, nice.
I'm kind of a big deal. Little people, huge stories.
Yeah.
Wow, I like it.
I'm trying to find a phone number. I'm striking out. I was going to call him.
Oh yeah, sometimes they put the number on there.
Yeah. But I'm looking for him, like his personal Facebook.
The Big Deal Pod. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He, like sometimes little people you could tell by their headshot, like the headshot there, if that they're a little.
Well, he was on the poster. I didn't know.
Right? Yeah, because you can't tell with him at all. Yeah, he had us fooled. I just thought he was a bald guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was good. Did you connect with him and make friends? And
I did. We follow each other. I said, when you come back, I would be happy to go into the city with you and do an open mic. And
does he have connections in? Was he from California?
Yeah.
Does he have connections in California? Could he set you up?
I don't know. He's so new.
Yeah.
But he's funny. I was very impressed.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What a way to end the week with Don Sill and Rosie.
Yes, John. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, pal?
Doing great, man.
And Tony Walker trying to break the little guy's balls. All right, that's a Friday. That's a Friday to remember. Let's call the little guy. He's bald. Let's break his balls.
Yeah, the little guy. Little people rock. I think they're awesome.
Hey, listen.
I'd rather be like. You ever see Gulliver's Island or Gulliver Travels? I'd rather be with the little people than with the giants.
Listen, the two famous ones that I remember was the guy that played on the Wild Wild West. All right, he was a little guy. If you remember the show, The Wild Wild West.
I kind of remember it. I'm trying to remember the little guy in there.
Yeah, he was always a villain. And the other guy was the plane.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
From, Tattoo
from Fantasy Island.
Right.
From Fantasy Island.
And then there was why I remember this name, I have no idea. Billy Barty. Wasn't that his name? Billy Barty, the famous midget that was on all sorts of TV shows?
Billy Barty?
You'll recognize as soon as I find him.
All right.
I think it was something like
And then when it's all
Billy
said and done, there's always Mike Kaplan.
Mike Kaplan. He's one of my favorite little people as well. Good old Mike.
Oh
Kaplan.
my God! Then you got a problem. All right, listen, guys. Love you. Have a great weekend.
You
All
too.
right, Rosie,
You too,
you
pal.
look fantastic.
You're the best,
You look
John.
radiant, Rosie.
Thank you.
All right, be well, guys.
I got
See you,
I got
John.
a new bronzer, and not a bronzer. I got a new what do you call it? Like a cream.
Oh, nice.
That has like a little glow. I saw Carla last week at a show, and she was just
glowing,
illuminate. She was illuminate. Like
Carla is
I said,
gorgeous.
Carla, my God, you're glowing. Look at those cheekbones.
What is she doing with
For
cheekbones?
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got a new product. And she was nice enough to share. And I
Wow,
fucking
there-
ordered it right there. I was like, I want my cheekbones.
So that's
to glow.
Billy Barty.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's what I'm saying.
Wasn't he was in the Wizard, not the Wizard of Oz, but the movie with Chevy Chase where he
was in a ton of stuff.
Yeah,
back
he was
in the
like a
day.
mean little one. He's like, yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
he was scrappy.
Yeah, come on. We are the lollipop kids.
You're out of your mind. Yes, he was one of the lollipop guys.
Yeah.
We represent the lollipop kids, the lollipop kids, the lollipop kids, and in the name of the lollipop kids, we wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few who does not like that movie.
What?
Really?
It's just too weird for me. It's weird. It's like a bad acid trip to me. That movie is.
You got to see the new one that they
I heard that
redid
one's
it
even worse.
At the Sphere.
Oh!
But that stuff like right
At the Sphere in Vegas, they redid the tornado where it feels like you're really in a tornado because they put wind in there and stuff like that, and they re-enhanced the scene. It's almost like seeing The Wizard of Oz all over again, and the emphasis is on the tornado part of it.
Sorry, Lollipop Kids. I'm thinking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm getting all mixed up.
No, The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz is great. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had for some reason I was confusing it with.
With Willy Wonka, which is
Willy
another
Wonka.
great.
That's
movie.
what I was talking about. That
Shout
movie,
out to
I don't
all
like
the
that
Oh,
movie.
when they go through the tunnel. That
And
used
when
to
they
scare me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the one kid gets sucked
Stuck
up in the
thing.
truck. Yeah,
Well,
then
they
that
all
pipe
get murdered. They all die.
Right.
Like,
It's
Yeah, I don't
freaky.
know. Like, he picks them off one by one. He's like, Augustus, no. The mother's
Right.
like, Augustus, what are you doing, Augustus? He's
Right.
like, I love the chocolate mommy. I love the chocolate mommy. I'm like, what is he
Yeah,
doing?
that little fat kid didn't have long to live.
No,
anyway.
he didn't even make it out of
He
the
was-
fucking room.
He was gonna have a heart attack soon. The way that kid ate, he was a gavon. What the hell? The hell are you doing, you little chubster? But I like the kid who.
So
in the
sorry, I
TV
didn't mean
set.
to interrupt. You were
No, I
talking
was
about
saying at the
Sphere and all that stuff. Sorry.
If you watch that video on the Sphere, at the Sphere in Las Vegas, amazing, like
really,
yeah, even
it's
from
4D. So,
It's-
like, you know, when the apples fall from the tree, things fall.
Right.
When they do the
No, I've done
tornado,
that
it
like
spins.
down in Florida, Universal and stuff. Twister, they did that.
Yeah, they have
And,
similar kind of-
Terminator. Terminator, they tell you like you got to stay in your seat, but they don't tell you why. And then, sure enough, there's Arnold on the movie screen riding the bike, and then a guy flies out of the screen, and he rides his motorcycle up and down the aisles. So yeah, they tell you before it starts, you have to stay in your
You
seat.
ever be on the one, like I've been in some of those too, but there was one where something's like a spider crawling up the guy's back and you can feel in your chair.
Oh, wow.
Like, oh, shit. Yeah, stuff like that. So, but this is like that, but in the Sphere, so it's like that times 100. It's
Sure.
like even a bigger like thing. And a lot of people who've gone to this have said, man, this is like seeing it for the first time. It's like nuts. Yes, The Wizard of Oz. So Wizard of Oz made in the 1930s. And
I
here it
believe
is
so,
all
yeah.
these years later, still kind of relevant, still hanging on and still awesome. Like,
Yeah, sure.
It's fucking nuts, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was Judy Garland, like 15 or something when they made that movie?
I'm not
Something
sure.
like that. Yeah, she was
She
pretty
was
young.
young.
You don't know?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
I remember my mother telling me that when she was young and she watched that movie and when it went from black and white to color, that she was just like,
Yeah, that was like amazing.
what?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, like how, you know, things
Now
are
in
so,
Technicolor.
Yeah. And now today you have these people flying out of things and it's
AI, you
just
can do
so
it right on your
realistic
phone.
looking and
Today you could do that effect, that Beyond Wizard of Oz on your phone with AI. You just ask AI to do it.
yeah, we were kids, Superman, you saw the string. It was like,
Right. Yeah. That's why that was part of the reason Star Wars was so big because we couldn't believe the effects of that back then. It was crazy. All right, let me read some comments. Let's catch up here and see what. And I want to hear more about Fremder. Let's see.
Oh, you know what I said to Fremder?
No, that's why I said I want to hear
said,
more.
How are you not like 78 and decrepit?
Is that what you thought he was?
I did.
You thought he was an older guy?
I did. I was waiting for
Really?
like an old, angry.
I showed you his picture.
Were you
From the
disappointed?
book.
I don't remember that.
Were you disappointed when you saw that was who he was?
No, he's,
I was.
he's
She was
mu-
disappointed for a lot of other
I was
reasons.
very disappointed when I saw. I was like, oh, that's from her.
I definitely did. I think he's probably like my age.
Yeah, I would think that. Yeah.
He might be younger. I'm not sure.
He might even be younger. Yeah.
I think.
But
Yeah.
I definitely thought he was going to be, I don't know, in his 70s and sort of like
With a cigar.
immobile and
No, that's John Rusciello. Sorry, John. I had to.
Hey, you're describing John. What's going on
and
here?
yeah,
No, I'm
maybe.
just kidding. John,
Like
I
I
don't even think John's
just
in his 70s yet,
was
is he?
so
71.
surprised by.
I was so disappointed. Let's see.
You're like, for a guy your age, you can't think of better jokes than this?
All right, Mark Hirschman commented, I tuned in at there was a dwarf on the show, and I thought you were all talking about me. Jeff Bosey, I loved how when I first saw him, and he literally hopped off the stool by the bar onto the floor and made a grace landing, and we weeble wobbled over to the giggle room.
That's awesome.
Vicky says, happy Friday. Hi, Vicky.
What's up, Vicky?
Oh, she says, hope Dawn had a wonderful birthday. Yeah, John Rusciello's wife, Dawn. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Dawn.
Happy birthday to Dawn.
They're having the big party for Dawn tomorrow.
She's awesome, man.
Dawn is one of the
yeah.
nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. How John landed her, I have no idea.
Lucky man, and God bless Dawn. Happy birthday.
85 people are coming to the party. Wow. Jeff Bosey, he actually had a good joke where he said, I was supposed to be 6'1", but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
I'm telling you, he had a lot of good jokes.
Yeah.
And from California's watching. Oh, shocker. James Grimm is watching. Good morning from good old Westbury.
It's the one day of the week, James. You can count on James to tune in. How you doing, James Grimm?
James Grimm was here last week. Always fun when he's around. Mark Hirschman, all this midget talk is feeling like a personal attack.
Well, wait, if Keegan was here, forget. I love when Mike posts those
Keegan looks like a little person.
I love when Mike posts those videos and he's like, "Oh, look, Mark is at the pool."
Yes.
And then you click, and I'm like, "It's so." He's like, "Why does he?" He's just.
Vicky says Warwick Devils. I don't know what that means. Anybody know what that's referring to?
I don't know. Maybe we could Google it. We should check it out.
Vicky, Danny DeVito
Devils.
was the stripper for Phoebe's bachelorette party. He was dressed as a cop. Yes, thank you, Vicky.
I feel like I'm one of the few people that just didn't love.
I didn't. Me and you together. I never watched Friends. I maybe saw one full episode my whole life.
I've seen more than that, but I fell off much more quickly than others.
I did too.
And I love Jennifer Aniston. I was a fan of hers when she was on a sketch show with Roseanne Barr back in the day. She was
really?
also in Ferris
that.
Bueller, the
Right.
TV series.
She was the sister. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was. I was like, I love this girl. Like I was in love with her. And then Friends came out, and then I was like, this show sucks. I know people love it. I'm not taking.
Love it.
I was like, I'm not into like Tony loved this show, I think, and I know my friend Pete loved the show. A lot of guys I know loved it.
I thought the first season or two were great.
That's what I watched.
And that was it.
And then it
I
got
thought
like a little carried away.
Yes, a lot carried away.
And I liked the spin-off that they did on HBO where Joey was post Friends.
Oh, I never saw that.
Oh my God.
I didn't like that. The one with the girl from The Sopranos
Where
was
he's
on
a
it.
writer.
Oh, that episodes.
Yes.
Where Matt LeBlanc plays himself.
Like he's like a struggling actor
He's
and all that.
Matt LeBlanc.
Oh.
He's an actor.
That show was
and
I've never seen it, but I
he
know
meets
of it.
this couple that's like a struggling couple, and they're actors, like screenwriters.
Screenwriters, right.
It's so well written.
They were screenwriters
he's
from
British.
England,
Yes.
and they had a hit show in England, so they're bringing it here. But in England, the show is like a Dead Poet Society type show, and the teacher is like this old man, and he looks very distinguished, and he's very intelligent. But they want to bring it here, and they want to change it all. And they tell the writers, we're thinking Matt LeBlanc, and the two of them just at the same time, Joey, and yeah, they totally changed what the show originally was.
Right.
And Matt
That's
LeBlanc is playing himself, but he's not himself. But he is
right.
He's like
this
heavier,
arrogant-
and he's
yeah, but he's very arrogant. He's a
now.
prima donna. He's hilarious in the show.
so good in it.
But that show went too far too. Everybody started sleeping with each
Yes.
other and cheating
Yeah,
on each
that's-
other. It
once
got
that
really
shit
stupid.
It got a little
Yes.
incestuous.
That's when it jumps the shark, when you introduce new
Yes.
characters or when characters start dating each other. Like that's what happened in Friends too, didn't they? All start dating each other, like
Yes.
they paired up, and then it gets ruined.
It gets stupid.
Yeah.
who was a surrogate, who was too pregnant, who
Right.
was. I was like, ah.
So Vicky says the Chevy Chase movie was called Over the Rainbow.
Yes, Over the Rainbow. Great movie.
Carrie Fisher was also.
Yeah,
in it,
she was in it. Yeah.
Fuel Blue is watching. Hi, Bobby. Hello. Why are you live if I'm not there?
That's her name.
Who's that?
No, that's my friend Bobby Donahue. So I don't know. You want to come? Come on over. Carol Minus says happy birthday. She says happy Friday, and I just gave it away. Carol, I would have something planned for you, but I just gave it away. It's her son's birthday today.
Oh wow! Happy birthday.
So we were gonna. Yeah, I'll still do it. I'll still do it in a little bit. I'm gonna play birthday music and all that good stuff. Lillian Rodriguez. Hi, Rosie. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, Lillian.
That's I'm assuming connected to you then.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody's saying hi. Tony, we saw Star Wars in the theater together, and we couldn't believe Lonnie fell asleep. I don't remember that at all, Bobby. I believe you, but I don't remember that at all.
Dude, do you remember seeing Star Wars for the first time in the theater?
Was 77?
Yeah, it was like 77, 76, 77. I
77.
remember it. I remember waiting on the line to get there, being excited. I remember sitting there and watching it and being mind blown, changed my life. Like, I just loved that movie so much. Now they completely ruined.
I remember
You don't
going.
like Jar Jar? Jar Jar Binks?
No, the 2000s when they came out with those movies.
Ay, ay, ay.
I remember in '83.
I tried to like them. I tried.
In '83, when Return of the Jedi came out, I was 13. This was the first time I was going to the movies without my mother, like with friends.
Right. Yeah.
And so me and my buddies were online. The same thing. It was huge
Long
line.
lines.
This when movies was events.
It was a great thing.
But my mother decides. She grabs my brother and they decide they're gonna sit there and watch.
They're gonna go.
Yeah. So they bought tickets. They're online. I'm like, what the?
Hi, sweetheart. Are you having fun with your friends?
Yeah. And my friend.
I have some extra goobers if you want any. Just find me.
One of my friends was like a loud, crazy dude. His name is Steve DiStefano. I had such a great time with him, but he was nuts. And I remember at one point we see some cute girls on the other side of the theater. He stands up and like is trying to yell to them. So immediately I'm like, shit. I look. Sure enough, my mother stands up. She's like,
what's going on down there?
I'm like, oh my goodness. Are you there? Hi, honey.
Hi, I'm here, honey.
Hey, Jeff Bosey. How you doing, sweet cheeks?
I'm doing wonderful, sugar nipples.
That's how I like it.
So did you have fun with Christoph the other night?
Yes, I actually have him. I put him in my suitcase.
And by suitcase, he means his butthole.
That's your secret little love pocket.
I'm hoping at the end of a rainstorm I can just pop him up and like say, "Where's the rainbow?"
Yeah, he can lead you to the gold.
Exactly.
Is he standing in front of your house?
Well, listen, I don't have the budget to give him a little hat.
Just give him one of your fedoras.
You should bring him to your job and weigh him and see how much. Throw him on a scale.
Like look at you.
Yeah, he's probably like about $110. What would you say he weighs? What's your professional opinion, Bosey?
89 pounds.
A little guy. Yeah.
This show's going to be canceled.
Forget it. It was nice knowing you guys.
He's about, I don't know, like 30 of him is a Keegan,
30 of him makes up one Keegan, is that what you said?
Yes, 30 of him is a Keegan.
Oh, that's 30 guys for you to make out with.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an orgy.
Because he likes to make out with Keegan. So.
Yeah, he likes the Keegans.
So let's recap real quick. I get a kick out of it, Tony. You warn Don and Rosie. Like, by the way, Bosey's listening. Like, that's going to stop them from making fun of me.
I don't think I'm not even sure if that's why I even said that. But
I don't make fun of you.
No, not at all. Earlier you said like I sound like Burgess Meredith penguin laugh. I'm like, since when did I become Burgess Meredith all of a sudden?
Cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick. Cut me.
You can do it, Rock.
I mean, like, listen, if we're gonna do the Jeff, it's like, and that's it. It's more like a flaky fag laugh.
I am the tiger, Rock. I am the tiger.
I'm gonna get the Batman. You know what I mean?
See, that was pretty good.
That was good.
You should talk like that more often, I think.
Bosey, I'm going to be at the brokerage for Spot on Sunday. Come down and hang out.
Oh, okay. I'll come down Sunday and hang out.
Okay, good.
You know Bosey will be there. He loves to be around the comedy clubs, man.
Yep.
He's he's everyone's number one fan.
He's a good hang.
He is
a great hang.
awesome.
He's a good hang. He's fun to be around.
I love
Just
the
ask
Bosey
Christoph.
myself. Yeah, Christoph knows.
Yeah, I thought you perfectly put him on the show all of a sudden. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then the funniest part of that picture is Chris Roach had no reason to even bother kneeling down.
I
It didn't
know.
matter.
Well, you know what? I think, he got off the stage because he had just finished his set as a headliner. And we were just like, we'll just hop up on stage and take a picture. But he had to get off stage and, go drink water and sit back there for a minute. Because those lights are so close to his forehead when he's on stage. Because he's so tall. I mean, he was, almost sick from the lights.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's, it's like the light is right there.
And it's hot and it blinds you too, in your eyes and the heat of it all. But they should be in. I think Chris Roach and Christoph should do a Twins remake, and just kind of walk around. But it's the opposite of which one is which.
Oh, Twins was such a good movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Schwarzenegger. And
Well, at least Chris Roach finally has his own belly button inspector.
But did you see any of Christoph's set?
I just got done mentioning one of his jokes. Of course I did. You ran in the back. It was like, Okay, I can't do midget weddings.
Yes.
I can't do anything with shit little tiny people. Fuck them. I just wanted to say he was amazing.
I really thought he was like a standout. I have to say, he was surprisingly funny.
Did you follow him, or did you go up before him, or when was your order?
I went up right after him.
Oh yeah, so you could have opened with the midget bit. It would have been freaking great. But instead of saying midget, say him. Say, Christoph. Whatever the joke is, just instead of saying midget, say Christoph.
Just Christoph.
Yeah, and then it would have killed.
You see, Rosie, with all your shortcomings, you could have been funny. Hey, I'm not making come up with puns. By the way, you guys got to still talk about Mr. AF.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
Mr. Fremder.
And I know you're going to love that topic. But anyway, I got to get back to being gay. Love you. Bye.
Have fun. Jeff Bosey, everybody.
All right, so I'm going to get back to Christoph. I'm looking at his Facebook. First off, I'm going to show you this picture. He's cut. He's solid.
Yeah, some of those little guys, they compensate.
Do you not see it? I thought Rosie would fall in love.
Hold on a second. Let me take. I got to put my glasses on. I told you he's a very handsome guy.
Yeah, he's got a little six-pack going on.
But
He's
now
a good-looking dude.
That's like the little mini six-pack. Like you ever go to the, you got like the tall boys, and then they got like the little minis. That's
my mom likes the tiny Diet Dr. Peppers.
But
I
think now
sometimes those full sodas are just too much.
Exactly.
Did you have a conversation with him at all?
Yes.
Like, did he tell you what he's done or anything? Like
he does shows in California.
There's pictures of him here on Facebook, hanging out with Bob Odenkirk, Bobcat Goldthwait.
Let's go through him. Let's see what he's got.
He's just not a bragger, obviously.
Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd.
How is he with them? Like on set or like at a meet and greet?
Are you sure these aren't tall tales?
No, they look like backstage on sets. Yeah, Bill Burr.
Oh yeah, he might be an actor.
That's what I'm thinking. He's an actor,
but be in some films.
Who's this guy? I don't recognize him. But yeah, I mentioned Christopher Lloyd. I forget this guy's name. He was on Guardians of the. No, he was in. He's in all the Marvel stuff.
Oh yeah, he plays like one of the chiefs or whatever.
Like he's like Samuel L's
sidekick guy.
Right hand man. This guy, whoever that guy is in the middle, whatever his name is, you guys know him.
I don't know who he is. I don't watch anything anymore. I don't have time. It's terrible.
Yeah, and I've fallen off the superhero bandwagon a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Now, off topic.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
All right.
Because I have not been doing this a long time.
Okay.
It's poor form to tell another comedian, especially unsolicited, right? I'm imagining, this is common sense, that you're not funny.
I wanted to ask you about that. I actually have that in my notes. What does Jewish lightning mean? I've never heard that term.
It's a term that's very derogatory towards Jews in general because it means that you've created it's insurance fraud.
So it's like a slanderous way to say like Indian giver type of thing.
Well,
he's insinuating
it's not the same thing, but that's another derogatory way of saying taking something, giving it back.
Right.
Jewish lightning implies that you did something manipulative to get your insurance money back.
Right, like so somebody's
like
referring to the fire.
You started the fire in your own home or business.
Then that's
so
you get the insurance money.
So you said we didn't start the fire. It's always burning since the world's been turning.
Exactly.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's not the first person that said that to me.
Well, I think whenever a business goes up, people automatically get suspicious about shit. But
it was very like when the business, because the business is there 52 years. So Channel 4, 2, 7, The Patch, 1010 Wins, local Channel 12, stuff like that. It was covered by a lot of different outlets. And you read the comments, and a lot of people implied that some people used that term, some people did not.
Yeah.
But a lot of people implied that.
Yeah, that's
which
messed
I
up.
found surprising. I guess people do that. I'm sure they do.
People do that, yeah, but like for them to accuse is not good, and for them to accuse you publicly, that's messed up.
So
So
this person made that accusation and then said it's the same person that then said you're not funny?
No, said like a comic friend of mine outside of the show said to them, I can't say it like they say it because I'll give away who it is, and it's not fair.
Okay.
Either. But just my friend said to them, "Hey, he was smoking. You should really give that up. It's a terrible habit."
Okay.
You know, conversationally.
And then
you
they
know.
fired back.
And it fired back. Well, you should learn how to write better jokes. And I said, well, that's mean. That's mean.
So they didn't say it to you, they said it to your friend.
Yeah, I said, that's mean. That's not a nice thing to say.
Is
And
this
then
somebody
he
you
said-
know?
Yes.
So is it possible they were joking?
No.
Oh. Oh.
No.
So it was just like, fuck me, well, write better jokes. Like that kind of tone.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that tone. It was like, yeah, well, you should learn how to, write better jokes. But just real, like, nasty. So I said, that's not nice. That's mean.
You actually said that?
Yes.
Okay.
And he goes, well, what's mean is telling a grown man what to do. And I said, come on, he wasn't really telling you what to do. He's like, just saying.
Just
it,
saying,
you know, it's
smoking's,
just, he's
smoking's
just saying it
so-
for your health. He goes, well, what he should do for his health is try to get funny.
Wow.
I said, you know what? This guy's an asshole.
Wow, yeah.
He's just a total asshole.
He's just he found the weakness. He's like, okay, I know your weakness. It's when I make fun of your jokes or I put down your humor, so I'm going to stick on that. So now that's always going to be this guy's go-to.
I just feel
I
like...
know who it is. Turning off the mics. Okay, mics are back on.
I cannot believe you guessed that.
Yep. Well, I'll
We've
explain
seen
that
that
after.
guy mention cigarette smoke before, right?
No. It's I know that person smokes, but it was something she said earlier that clued me in. I'll explain it to you after.
Huh.
You know what? I'll do it now because I don't want you to make the same mistake again.
Hold on.
Well, turn it back off?
Yeah,
all right.
quick.
All right, we're back.
Well, first of all,
Cookies.
I did, but I didn't. But first of all, I want to say that I didn't realize that the smoker was also a comic. And when a comic says it to another comic, it's way out of bounds, especially when the alleged comedian needs work on his own stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're Bill Burr or somebody like that. You're open mic at best.
Like, be funny.
Yeah, you're an open. If you're starting out, or if you've been doing it for years and you're still where you started. So if you've been doing this for, let's say, 10 years at the craft, which is fine, and you're still in the same place you started at, which is the open mic level, which is fine. There's lots of really good people that have been doing it as a hobby or however. But if you have not moved and grown, and you have zero rights to ever critique anybody else's act or tell anybody else that they're not funny. So my only hope is that, A, you continue to smoke and get your... I want you to smoke as much as possible, never stop, and I hope that the comedian, I hope that the actual comedian that's working on his or her craft continues to work on their craft, and they can grow out and then look back someday and go, oh yeah, I remember those days. And
So I said to the comedian that was walking out with me, I said, you know what? I always said, my father always said, the best revenge is success.
It's always the case.
I said, so you know what? Work on your own consistency, work on your own act.
And sometimes
And just-
negativity will make you better.
Yes. It
Because
gives you that fire.
It's that put
you
up
know?
or shut up. It's like it's almost like bombing on stage.
Put up or
yeah,
shut
it's
up.
Like put up or shut up, and then you got to stand up. So it's like, but it is a put up or shut up moment. Should it get off the pot moment when somebody tells you, or when you get feedback that's negative in your work, you could either quit and give up and say, all right, I agree with that person. Or you could say, you know what, I'm going to prove that person wrong, and I'm going to chase my dream, I'm going to accomplish my goals, and I'm going to do it despite that, not only despite that person, but to better myself as well. Sometimes you need to hear it. I don't know who the comedians are, but I think there is strength to hearing negative comments sometimes.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because it could ignite a fire, and also makes you strive harder. I think if it's like competition. I think healthy competition is good. You don't ever want to become status quo. You want to constantly raise the bar. So now, this guy wants to, sit outside and smoke cigarettes and, whatever, think he's cool or whatever. But in reality now, you just ignited this dude's fire where he's going to become and outshine you on the stand-up stage, and that's all I could hope for. And knowing who the
But he has a lot of rules too, I should take my act, and if it's 10 minutes, I should have a laugh every 10 seconds. So I should take my act, and I should listen to it, and I should count the laughs. Then I should take that 10 minutes, and then I should take those number of laughs, and I should do the math equation, and I should divide it. And if I'm not getting that many laughs per my act, I should revise it. And if I'm doing a joke 6 months after I wrote it, then there's something wrong with me, and I should pull that joke, because anybody doing a joke for 6 months isn't doing the right thing. And and I'm like...
That's proof that books that you can read all the comedy books you want. They're not going to get you. They don't make you funny. They give you the mathematical equation. Not going to make you funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You can read any comedy book. It will tell you that kind of math. That hey, you have a joke per minute, this and that. Blah blah blah. Always try to write with the punchlines. It's all straight out of a book. All this guy's doing is reading books, and that's fine and dandy. But to me, the real proof of the pudding is to do it on stage, day in day out, and not think about the logistic part of it.
Hence the name Good Sill Hunting. Right? That's what Will says to the guy in the movie, right? Oh, you're just quoting the books.
Yeah, exactly.
You got an original thought of your own?
How you like them apples?
No, I love that movie.
Good Sill Hunting. Yep. That's one of our names for Don.
I wanted them to wind up together so bad because they were dating.
Oh, in real life, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, and then he dumped her ass and she got all pissed off.
Dumped her, and it broke my heart.
And she's one of my... I love
She hasn't worked since.
I love her. No, she had a sitcom.
Yes.
About a boy.
A boy who was on the spectrum.
Oh, really?
What was that called?
Yes, it was called About a Boy.
Oh, that's what it was called.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, it was only one season, and I love her. I watch anything she does.
And she was a treasure in that movie.
She was great in that movie.
Ever.
And she was also just as good in Grosse Pointe Blank.
Oh, yeah.
What is her name? Why can't I think of it right now?
Hot English girl.
Yes.
Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver.
Oh,
yeah.
and
so cute.
And she's a fantastic singer.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She plays guitar and sings. She's fantastic.
She's adorable.
I told Minnie Driver, I said about her career, and I just said, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It's Matt Damon's fault. Breaking her
Did you
heart.
see the trailer? His new movie looks good.
What is it?
It's called Rip. I think that's what it's called. It's him and Affleck. And they play
they're
cops.
good together.
Yeah. They play cops who go on a sting, and they show the sniffing dog, right? And the girl whose house they're in, she's like, I don't have any drugs. And Affleck says, well, he's not trained to look for drugs, he's trained to look for money. And they find millions, but they were told that there was only going to be like, I think it's like 500,000 or something. It's like the money they find like quadruples what they thought was there. So they
keep it, right?
Exactly. And then it just snowballs from there. It looks pretty good.
I'll say this: those guys are both like my age, and I was an actor back in the days too. Never notable, but I used to look at them as competition.
Oh,
and
really?
I hated them. Oh my god,
really?
Especially when they wrote Good Will Hunting. I'm like, they did not write that. There's no way. That's too good. But through the years, I've grown to really love Matt Damon and respect him. I think he's one of the great actors.
I agree.
Ben Affleck, not so much.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
He's a good writer and good director.
Okay.
Affleck. I think Affleck's a good movie producer. He's got a good eye.
Worst Batman.
Worst Batman. He's not a good. I don't like him on screen ever. I always see through him. I could see.
I thought he was funny in Good Will Hunting.
Even in Good Will Hunting, I always see him as acting. I always see him as Ben. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, this fucking guy. But
In Gone Girl, he was terrible.
yeah, he's just not. I don't think he's not. He doesn't have that extra sauce like that, like what great actors have. He's a good. I mean,
his brother is great.
Yeah, his brother's really. He has it.
Casey.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's a great
Casey
actor.
Affleck, and he's won an Oscar also. And
Yeah.
Casey Affleck's a really strong actor.
Yeah.
And there's a movie with Casey and Damon.
Oh yeah.
And Chris Roach is in it at the end.
Right.
And he got to do a scene with those guys. Isn't that freaking cool? But
The Instigators?
Something like that, yeah. And it's similar to this, where they're corrupt cops, and I think
Right, but that was a comedy. This one's not.
Yeah. But my point is that much respect to Matt Damon. I think he's an awesome actor,
Yeah.
and I've gotten over it. He won.
He won't come on this show because he's like, I'm
He
not
still thinks
competing
I'm
with
mad
Don
at.
Sill.
Yeah,
Right.
I want to let Matt Damon. Just so you know, I know you're a big fan of the show, Knock 'Em Dead, and I just want you to know that I forgive you, man. It's okay. I understand that we started together, and I never got booked for any commercials or anything back in those days, and you made it. But I want you to know, Matt, that I've forgiven you, and I support your efforts.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. It was tough. That was tough.
know,
to,
it was
I'm very proud of you.
hard for me.
Very proud
Yeah,
of you.
I do.
All right, let me.
My first longtime boyfriend looked so much like Matt Damon. People used to stop him.
Wow,
So
yeah.
good for
Eduardo?
Good for me. No, he was a fling, and I was overseas, and that doesn't count.
How do you regret telling me that yet?
No,
or-
it's funny.
No, okay.
It's funny.
I want to get some comments
yet.
because I don't know what. So there were some comments I didn't understand. Where'd they go? So Mickey Delaney's watching.
Hey, Mickey. Has Mickey Delaney friended you yet, or and everything?
Yeah,
He's your Facebook friend. Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying hi to everybody.
Good old
He's
Mickey.
trying to get. Trying to get.
I
there.
still want to know. I want to meet him. I was actually in Seattle a couple months ago, and he said to me, "Hey, you're in my town." So I said, "All right, let's meet up. I want to see." 'Cause I have a feeling he's a little guy, and I was going to put him on my shoulders and run around the park with him, but he. But he was on the other side of Seattle, so like Seattle's divided by like this lake. And on the other side, like where I think that's where Cobain was from and all that shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I was there for work, so I didn't have time to. If he was in Seattle, I could have met him up somewhere.
I loved Seattle when I went.
That's a great place.
Oh.
Well, you went there stalking Eddie, which I have a story. So, Donna Drake.
Yeah,
a friend of ours.
Shout out to Donna Drake. I love her.
She has her Drake Studios. She has the talk show Live It Up. Been friends with her for myself for, I don't know, probably 15 years at this point. I've been friends with her for a long time. We got our studio here, but she's got a tremendous studio over there. She does great work. She just posted a video of her interviewing.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Eddie. I did see if I didn't see her doing it, but I saw her Harlan.
Oh, maybe it was Harlan, but she's always there too. So it must have been both of them.
Harlan got to talk to.
They
Eddie
were on
later.
the red carpet. Apparently, he just put out a documentary about some kind of rare skin disease.
Yes.
Oh, so I knew you would know about this.
Yeah.
So they talked to him about it.
Everybody has eczema.
No.
Hi, I'm Eddie Vedder. I just want to talk about eczema.
No,
everybody. I wrote a song about it. Eczema.
Eczema.
Have you ever had itchy skin?
My skin is so itchy.
It flakes off.
Itchy, itchy, itchy.
Oh, and I'm flaking, and I'm flaking,
I'm flaking,
and I'm flaking,
and I'm flaking.
I don't
Yeah, that's the song he did with Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
And I'm flaking, flaking.
And I'm flaking. Yes, I'm flaking.
Eczema. Sorry, go ahead.
Wow.
It's not a rash, it's eczema. All right, so
Put some lotion on it.
His wife Jill is very much involved in an organization, and it's these kids that they have the skin that's so delicate. It's called, like, the nickname for it is like butterfly skin, because it's that delicate as like a butterfly wing.
Oh, wow.
That their skin just kind of cracks.
It's very thin skin.
Very thin. So they have to wrap them in like gauze all the time. Sometimes it's so extreme, like kids can't even
That's
go
awful.
outside.
That's
you can't
awful.
even touch them.
Oh, goodness.
So they do a lot of fundraisers for that organization. They're very much involved.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the spokespeople for it at this point.
Well, that's good that there's bringing awareness. In all seriousness, bringing awareness.
They are.
To that,
They're
that's
very much.
awful.
They've raised a ton of money
Yeah.
for research because there's very little research.
How
for
did they
it.
get involved? Were they do one of? Do they have it or
Jill,
something?
his wife, has a very good friend that has a child, and I think that's what prompted her to get involved. But that was years ago, and they've been doing it for years.
I wonder if they ever tried skin grafting, like take how they do it with burn victims. They put like somebody else's skin on top of them. Like I wonder if they ever tried skin grafting on them or not. I guess I have to watch a documentary, but I'm curious if there is a cure for this thing, or is there a way
There's
to
no
get
cure.
the
I
cells
know
into-
there's no cure now for it, but I think they've come a long way with treatments. But I know that because EB research, I know that's but I don't know the full name of the disease, but EB research, because I've done, like, a lot of times what they'll do is, like, to raise money, they'll be like, oh, if you donate, then you get entered into a lottery to win, like, Eddie Vedder's underpants.
or get tickets to a show.
Yeah.
Oh, you must have been trying hard to get those underpants.
Well, I tried to get yours, but,
Yeah, you're gonna have a whole collection of underpants.
Oh, my
pretty
God,
soon.
you should see
Where
my
balls-
garage.
where my balls pop
Yeah,
out.
the famous ball pick incident.
No, like, I tried to win tickets to like go and see Eddie solo in Seattle, blah blah blah. And I wound up actually
That'd be
getting
cool.
in to like one of the lower prizes, and I got 2 bottles of like Eddie Vedder like
Sperm.
wine. Like it was like from a vineyard where they didn't
Oh,
had like
that's
these
pretty cool.
custom logos where
Wow.
he like initialed them and they were
Oh,
like
that's super
numbered.
cool.
And I'll
Yeah.
never drink it. It just sits there looking
What's your
at me.
favorite song by Eddie Vedder?
Oh, there's so many that I love.
Ugh.
What's your favorite album? Would you say 10? Or do you
No,
have...
I mean I love 10 because that's why I fell in love with them was that album, and I love every single song on the album. But I would probably say No Code is my favorite album.
Oh, I like that album.
That's a good album, too.
That's
Yeah,
a great
love it.
album.
I think Eddie's songwriting and lyrics is freaking bananas. I think he's awesome. And his solo stuff, like, what's that one?
Into the Wild was great.
Yeah, that's good
And
stuff.
Ukulele too, but I love Into the Wild the most. But I love his solo
Think
stuff.
you would
I love his
understand
covers.
everything, that song's so sad, man.
It
And the way he
is.
captures this moment of these 2 old people saying goodbye to his wife, and that's how I interpret it anyway. It's like, whoa, man, it's heavy shit. Even Daughter and all that stuff, like all his songs have the story, and they're all got depth to it. And even sometimes he's one of those types of singers where sometimes you don't need to really know what he's saying to feel the emotion in his voice.
Yes.
It's just, man, he's a true artist, man, in every form. Like, you heard the story, right? When with Pearl Jam, when their lead singer died of the original band.
Andy Wood.
Yeah, and they were looking for a new singer. And they sent them out the instrumental. He sends it back with the vocal, and they're like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's saying. Like, they had no idea. But they're like, it's so good. And it turned out to be that song, like this first song on 10. What was it? What's the name of that song? That's a great song, too. That's a song I think that Creed took their entire band off of that one song. That's their entire sound, is that one song, Creed. What the heck was that song? It's the first one. He actually says, shit, I forget it right now.
Wait a minute.
So 10, what's the first? Do you know the order of the songs?
Yes, I do. But what they did was they sent out the album, and then he came back and he sent back the tape he wrote lyrics for the album. But there was one song, and there were multiple versions of it. Because I'm drawing a blank. You know that I can't think of anything anymore.
No, that happens to me all the time.
Weirdest thing.
Yeah, that happens to me. Ask
Hold
Tony
on.
when I'm talking to him. I'm like,
I'm
know
like,
the guy with the nose.
Yeah.
The guy with the nose, he's got hair.
And I make fun of my mother. I make fun of my mother for this, and now I'm getting just as bad as she is.
Yeah, but 10 is like Eddie Vedder, and he's got that new song out for the movie called Lubriderm. And I think it's Lubriderm. No, I'm just kidding. This is a callback to the other stuff with Skin. But Lubriderm sounds like it would be a hit. It sounds, that title.
See, but the first song is Once, but that wasn't the song. That's not the song.
That might be the song I'm thinking of.
It might be, but
But I'm probably wrong on the song, but I love that song. The first song on 10 is One, right? You said
Once.
Yeah, I think that's the song. That whole album is good, start to finish. That's one of those albums you just listen to straight through. There's no filler.
No, every single song.
Every single song is great.
And then there were songs that didn't make the album that are just as good. That
Oh,
they
really?
Did on like a B-side, yeah. That they did because they have a Lost Dogs, they call it Lost Dogs soundtrack. And it's basically all these songs that just never made albums. And the album itself is just amazing. And you look at it and like they've been interviewed and they're like, how did these songs not make it onto like an official album? They're so good.
That's when you got that your library's that deep.
And I love when people are like, oh my God, Pearl Jam's really still a band? Like I thought that they never made any other music. And I'm like, really? Because they still tour and sell out arenas
they still
around.
Are,
they're like
have
on
a
their
legion.
11th or 12th album and they still sell out. Like you can't get tickets, and they're so expensive to get tickets.
They're going to be like the Rolling Stones. They're going to keep going forever. And
I hope so.
And they're always going to have a loyal fan base forever.
One of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think that like when you look at the Seattle bands, and I know a lot of Pearl Jam people that don't like to be the comparison with or be grouped in with Nirvana. And they don't like to be grouped in with Soundgarden, or they don't want to be grouped in with the Seattle scene because they feel like, I guess they feel Pearl Jam is standalone, like they're not part of it. Kind of like with hair bands, you don't really put Van Halen in the hair band category.
Right, yeah.
So it's kind of like that. It's like, all right, these guys are their own thing. What do you think about that being a huge
I agree
fan.
because I think their sound has evolved so much since then. Maybe in the beginning, yes, because they were so much a part of that movement. But I think since they've matured so much and they've evolved so much, whereas so many of these other bands, they fell into that whole drug scene. And who hasn't died? I mean, who's left?
Almost all of them, all the lead singers are gone.
Lane
from all those
Stanley
bands.
died.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland. They've all
Cobain
gone.
and
Cornell hurt. I mean, I
yeah.
feel like the most. And he had a voice like nobody else.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
for
if
sure.
you want to put singers up against one another, I mean, I don't think even Eddie or anybody can say that anybody sings like.
Well, Cornell and Eddie were
Cornell.
like brothers, and didn't Eddie look at Cornell like an older brother?
Yeah.
And jumped on him and used to wrestle with him and all that stuff.
And I feel like, Eddie just had the staying power.
Eddie has longevity because the core of it, and I think the core of it with all those bands, that Seattle era, is the writing. I think those guys, man, lyrically, almost all those bands were, the lyrics were just so good.
Yeah.
Like you look at Cobain stuff and Federer stuff.
Yeah, and Alice in
Cornell,
Chains.
Alice in
that
Chains.
Unplugged album is
Oh
incredible.
my God! The best unplugged album of all time, though, is Nirvana. I think. That's the
Of all time, yeah?
I think the greatest unplugged. In
I
my
love
personal
that album.
opinion, that is the. I could listen to that album. I prefer that album. Listening to certain Nirvana songs, I prefer the unplugged stuff.
That's my favorite Nirvana album is the Unplugged.
Yeah, me too. I would say so too. It's just great from start to finish. It's
Like,
even
I just love that. Like,
yeah, the passion in his voice when when I feel like he's singing it directly to Courtney when he's like, "Where did you sleep last night?" and his, oh my God, his when he screams at the end, man. Shout out to Kurt Cobain on that one, man.
so that's what I did when I went to Seattle. I went to the record store.
That's cool.
I did
Yeah.
like the whole Kurt Cobain bench, and I
Did you go to the tunnel where he slept in?
No, I didn't do the tunnel.
I heard he wrote some songs from there too. There was like an overpass or something, like under the bridge, and he used to sleep there and stay there and stuff like that. And that's where he wrote a couple of songs. And I remember when I've been to Seattle twice, both with work, so I don't have time to be too much of a tourist, which I wish I could, because I would love to do that. But anyway, we were talking about maybe going to that tunnel, but we never ended up going. But yeah,
I did go to the gum wall.
I've been to the gum wall.
Went to the gum wall.
It's cool, but disgusting.
Disgusting, but it's very colorful.
Yeah, I got pictures of. I was just there, like I said, a couple months ago. We went through the gum wall again. Yeah, it's just a cool place, a cool atmosphere, and man, I just wish I could have been a fly on the wall, or even been. I was the right age at that time in the 90s.
Yeah, that was our.
That was like
time.
I was like early 20s. That would have been awesome time to go to a show there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, be part of that scene. Oh.
Who started that trend? Who was the first one to put out an unplugged album?
I don't know.
Was it Kiss?
It was not.
Because that's what started Kiss's reunion.
Right. Yeah.
The makeup reunion was that because of that unplugged record. Who was the first unplugged? That's a good question. It's probably some poppy act.
Nope.
It was a rock band.
A well-respected rock artist.
Was it Boy Billy?
No. Paul McCartney.
Oh, Paul
Really?
McCartney. Really?
Yep. First one to release. Clapton was the one who had the big unplugged hit with that.
Yeah,
with
that
Unplugged
album. Yeah.
But McCartney was the first one to put out a live album from the Unplugged series.
I loved Unplugged, and I love Storytellers when they
Yeah,
tell
I did
stories.
too. I love
Oh,
Storytellers.
Storytellers is so good.
Yeah, that changed my whole look on. There's a song by Matchbook. What was it? Matchbook 20?
Matchbox 20.
When he's talking about 3 a.m.
Matchbox 20, you're right.
Yeah.
Matchbook, that's a cool name too.
Yeah, that'd be, we should start a band called
Yeah,
Matchbook.
Matchbook. Light shit up.
But yeah, he talked about 3 a.m. and broke that song down, and I didn't realize what it was about. And then he played it acoustically on the piano, and man, I was just brought to tears. Some songs, once you find out the origins, what's about.
Oh, it changes
Oh,
everything.
yeah, absolutely.
Make it
You can't
fucking
look at
heavy.
it from a different way anymore. You
Yeah.
just see it that way.
So anybody should, if you're interested, check that out on YouTube. Look it up. Matchbox 20, Matchbox 20, 3 a.m. Storytellers. It's the best version of his. That's the only version I like of it too. That song's heavy. It's heavy.
What's the name of the song?
There's one. It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Uh-huh.
That song. When you hear him, and then when he sings it acoustically, he sings it slowed down after he tells you what it's about. Woof. Heavy, heavy shit, man.
I love to see things stripped down and also music. But
yeah, like Christoph, another Christoph reference.
yeah, I have to stop thinking about that a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, stripped down music.
But
Yeah,
I do. I've seen when I saw Cornell.
Oh, did you?
Solo quite a few times.
Nice.
In theaters in the city, and I would take that any day.
What a voice.
Over seeing Soundgarden as a full band. Me personally,
it's just more. It feels more intimate.
It does, and they talk, and like I've seen Colin Hay a bunch of times.
I've seen him.
From Men at Work.
Yep.
Just like I saw him at Patchogue a couple of times.
At the blues,
I saw
the
him at
festival.
Patchogue Theater,
Oh,
and I saw
Patchogue Theater,
him
no.
at the theater in Huntington, Paramount. And he gets up there and he talks about hanging out with Paul McCartney. And
Yes.
he talks about, and then he'll do a song, and then he'll sit and he'll talk.
And you don't know
then he
half the
does a
songs,
song.
but you're like, man, that's good.
It's so good, and he strips down his date, like he strips down his Men at Work stuff,
Yeah.
and then he does his solo stuff, and it's like stuff you haven't heard, and then you go and you want to hear it again, so you listen to it, and and it's like you get introduced to old stuff and new stuff, and obviously I've seen Eddie's solo. One of the best things I've ever seen like that was I saw when I was pregnant. I was hyper emotional, so I was like, I saw Sting with Paul Simon.
Oh,
nice.
At Madison Square Garden.
Wow, that's good.
And they did each other's music. And they
Oh,
did
that's cool.
Simon and Garfunkel, and they did The Police, and they did Sting, and they did Paul Simon solo, and then they did they
That'd be awesome to see that.
Oh my God!
I'm a big
and they did,
Sting guy.
And they
Yeah,
did Graceland, and they just mixed and they sang together, and then it was like mind blowing.
Yeah.
I would think, does Paul have more hit songs than Sting? Paul Simon?
I would
That's a
imagine
good
so.
question.
But
Probably.
the Police, though, when you
The Police have.
Because Sting wrote all that stuff.
Yeah, so Sting.
It might be
solo
close.
And Police. Yeah, because Sting is.
I'm gonna go Paul Simon. He's been around longer.
I'm not a big I wasn't a big Sting fan.
Oh, I'm a
as
huge fan of his.
As an artist as Sting.
Right.
Just wasn't my thing.
Right.
Sting wasn't your thing?
No, but I loved the Police.
Right.
But I love Paul Simon.
Paul Simon's
I loved Graceland, and I really, really love that album.
That album.
That album's great.
That album is insane, and then also
That's the one with Julio on it, right?
Yes,
Me and Julio
and the
down
Simon
there.
and Garfunkel live in Central Park.
Oh, that's great.
Love that album.
I grew up on that record.
Yeah, that's a great.
I mean, that record is just to me the most beautiful thing. So
And then a guy tries to attack him. Remember that?
what?
You go watch the video. It's not on the album. Watch the video.
Oh, okay.
Paul Simon singing the late great Johnny Ace, and towards the end, the guy jumps up on stage, and Paul goes like that, and the guy's yelling. The security comes right out and they grab him. And the guy's yelling, "I got to talk to you! I got to talk to you!" They whisk him off, and then Paul just finishes the
from
song.
the future.
You're gonna marry that weird girl who sang that "What I Am" song.
I love Edie Brickell.
He's married to Edie Brickell.
I know. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
her. What I am.
That's a great
what I
tune. That's
am.
probably the only good tune they had.
Yeah.
That is a great tune.
And
but
then
she's
doesn't she play with Mr. Banjo?
Steve Martin?
Yeah.
I think she does actually.
does.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about.
See, I
Edie-
know
didn't
some things.
Yeah, I didn't know she was married to Paul.
Oh, they've been
Simon.
married for probably 30 years.
Wow, talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
little people is Paul Simon.
Yes, he's a little guy.
He might be legally.
He's
midget.
got the weirdest bangs in the history of music.
He's got that little stuff. He used to be on Saturday Night Live all the time. Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Simon. I'm gonna play a song for y'all. Here we go.
And then Garfunkel's the weirdest looking hair.
Oh yeah, they're like, yeah, we weren't very popular in high school, but now we're gonna play.
But we
And now we hate each other.
like motherfuckers.
Here we go. You might have heard it. Everybody knows a Julio.
It almost sounds like Michael Jackson to me. And then they fight. All right, I'm gonna play this.
It's your birthday today.
Zach Roby. It's his birthday. Here we go. We're gonna show some of his artwork. Zach Roby.
Happy birthday, Zach Roby.
Carol, what is it? Is it 30? Is he turning 30? He's a wonderful young man.
3-0.
He's actually been in here. Carol, when you come up to New York in a couple of weeks, will Zach be with you?
May Zach be with you.
Does he do illustrations like children's books? It's very good.
It is very good. I know that they've he has sold some of his work in like art shows and stuff. I don't know what else he's done. I'll be honest. I don't know what else
It
he's
looks
done.
very much like books that I had.
Yeah, it
for
looks like
Cole when
children's
he was
book art.
Young.
Yeah.
Very good stuff, Zach. Love what you're doing.
The big 3-0, Zach. And Carol said that he's sitting there watching the show with her today.
Nice.
So thanks for watching, Zach.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Have a very, very happy birthday, pal. Hope it's a great day. Hope Mom spoils you rotten. So there you go. That's. I just wanted to get that out of the way before I forget because we only have 15 minutes left. Let's see what's going on in the comments.
I'm making a face.
I know I can't.
like-
I don't like looking at myself in there
Ugh.
because it's always like a few minutes behind. And I'm like, oh man, I look like an idiot.
Frank Walker, I remember we both went to the original Star Wars with Mom in 1977, and we missed the first 10 minutes. All right, that I remember. I do.
So they didn't never read that it was a
you
galaxy
never
far
saw
away.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ship going over.
You know, I watched Spaceballs with Cole.
Oh
recently.
yeah,
What a
Spaceballs
great
rock.
movie.
He
Great.
was like, "This is so weird."
That's the perfect.
If you don't know the jokes,
He was
yeah.
like Perry Ayers.
But that's
Mel Brooks, so good.
perfect segue. Did you guys see that there's a documentary about John Candy coming out next month?
Oh, I did see
can't
that.
wait.
I
I
have
love
to see
that
that
man.
movie.
That looks good,
Who's
man.
the guy from
He
what's
was
his name
great.
is produced it. The guy from Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. It
and
looks.
Colin Hanks directed.
Yeah, he directed it. It looks awesome. I definitely
They
want to see it.
interview everybody. Tom Hanks, Steve Martin, Macaulay Culkin.
Dude, when you start getting choked up at the trailer,
yes,
you know it's gonna be powerful shit.
yes, and they make it sound in the trailer like he, had a drinking and smoking issue, which I never.
Yeah,
knew.
I think that's the case with especially in that era of those times. Just because when you're going through all the hustle and bustle of that, like they say, it kind of touch on that in the trailer too. That the fame was getting to him,
right? Yeah,
and the stress and all the work he was doing. He wanted to be a people pleaser, never said no, so he
Yeah.
would be doing everything, and then to always be on when you're in the public or on TV or like all that kind of stuff. That's stressful too, to always kind of be, hey, I'm John Candy, hey everybody, but. God bless him, man. John Candy.
What a loss!
He's such
that
a part
was.
of the of our culture and the zeitgeist of our
And speaking of Cobain, his death kind of got brushed aside because he died wasn't it the day before Kurt Cobain, or maybe even the same day as Cobain?
I don't know that. Yeah, is that true? Yeah, I mean, John Candy, man. That was
What a great. Was that on purpose, John Candyman?
He's the Candy Man. No, he was in. So many great movies. The first time I think that he stood out to me was when I was a little kid and I saw Stripes, and he was in the movie Stripes with Bill Murray and all them, and he was so good in that movie, and that was the first time when I was like, I love
apparently in this movie, this documentary, that mud wrestling scene, he did not want to do it and hated it. They wanted him to take his shirt off. He refused. That's why he's wearing that T-shirt. Excuse me.
Good.
Yeah, they talk about it in this movie that he hated that scene.
That's the thing when it comes to overweight comics or overweight funny people in general. A lot of times they're asked to kind of humiliate themselves for humor, and there's a lot that do it. But the thing with Chris Farley, they said one of his biggest regrets was one of his famous bits.
That scene
with the stripping.
Yeah.
And he's doing the dance next to Patrick Swayze. They said that messed him up for weeks. He was really depressed about doing it because there's a part of you that's selling your soul out when you're, getting the laughs at your own. They're not laughing with you; they're laughing at you,
Right,
and there's
right.
something to that feels demeaning, or that you sold yourself short, or something like that. And I think we all do it once, at least in our lifetime, just to get the quick laugh, or
Sure.
if people make it fun of you, you go along with it just to get But there's a point of being self-depreciative where it's like, all right, there's a line, So I don't blame John Candy for not wanting to take off his shirt in those scenes, or it's just tough to be the fat comic, the fat funny one all the time. Oh yeah, that fat guy, he was funny.
Uncle Buck, one of my favorite movies of all
Great
time.
My God, I
However,
fucking love that movie.
However, sometimes I have trouble watching it, and I remember even thinking this when I saw it in the theater. He was so big in that movie. I mean, dangerously big that you almost weren't surprised when he died because he was so disturbingly big and what are you doing? I remember noticing that and talking about it with somebody at the time. Hey pal, get yourself together.
I don't know. Has he
What a great
ever in
movie.
his career lost the weight? Was he ever at any point thinned out, and then
Not that I recall.
Yeah,
He was only 44 when he died.
Yeah, you forget that because you forget how young these guys are when they die, man. It's so sad. Think about.
He's Canadian. He was Canadian, right? He came from that
SCTV. He was
like with that other funny Foley guy. What's that?
David Foley.
Yeah.
From Kids in the Hall. Yeah.
Eugene Levy was a part of those guys, and Catherine O'Hara was a part of that.
Hey,
they were all in it together. And Martin Short.
Yeah, Martin Short. Who are those two Canadian guys?
Hey, how you doing? Out of me, Martin Short.
He annoys you, really?
Ugh.
Oh, I love him.
He's the cockiest little fucking shit ever. He's like, "Hi, Martin Short.
Let me sing a song."
Yes, sir.
Listen, you talk about fat guys taking off their shirts. Did you see on Instagram Fat Jay, all right, taking off his shirt?
Oh, that's right.
He
Fat
does
Joe,
that
our
in his
very
act
own Fat
sometimes.
Jay has
But
done
he's
that.
very comfortable with it.
Oh, my God. It was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram, and there he is, taking off his shirt.
You were aroused.
He painted, well, listen, that's a story for a different day, okay? Don't start with that shit on a Friday, okay? It's only a weekend discussion. I'm not Bozy. But you got to look at Instagram. I got to give the guy a lot of credit, boy. He ripped off his shirt and he painted New York Jets.
I got to say, I haven't seen that yet. He put New York Jets on him. That's great.
Oh, it was hysterical.
Shout out to Fat Jay. Yeah,
with his two friends.
I was talking to this comic the other day named Mark Schiff. He's been around, and he was talking about how a lot of heavy comedians could really fast track through. Heavy comedians and usually could just and little people like Christoph. No, but mostly heavy comedians, they say fast track through because people could relate to them and everybody loves them for some reason. So there's a method to that. So I'm hopefully Fat Jay could be, our guy, and we could watch him grow, and then we could talk him and put him on diet so he lives long and make sure he stays off the drugs, and we'll have
how
more
Fat Jay does the bit about Ralph's Ices?
You got no shot for Fat Jay getting off the drugs. It's impossible. I saw him in Florida. I don't know if you noticed. I saw him in Florida. He got out of an Uber. He's coming up the walk. The whole entire block smelled of pot. I never saw it like in my life. Listen, you talk about guys that were like candy and stuff. The best was John Belushi.
Oh yeah, John
Belushi in his day was amazing.
He was the OG. He's the one that kind of started that whole thing, like that whole.
Exactly right. And just remember, cheeseburger.
Oh yeah. John Belushi was a genius, and there's so many of these guys that come here for a short amount of time, kick ass, inspire us all, and then leave us too soon. So and that's why I'm looking forward to this documentary with John Candy, because I think they do talk about some of his influences, and I don't know if he was influenced by Belushi, but I think they came up the same time period. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend.
You too, pal.
Too, John. Take care.
Tony.
Yes.
Tony, behave yourself, please.
Always. Goodbye.
Fat Jay does have really good weed.
And nice boobs.
That's what everybody says. Yes, and nice boobs. So you get boobs and weed.
I have to say, I've gotten to know him a little bit better more recently, and he is the sweetest.
Yes, he is.
Now, he
awesome.
doesn't have a fucking mean thing to say about anybody.
He's a super good guy
He is
and
like
funny as hell.
the kindest, most humble, most helpful, nicest guy. I really have.
I agree.
I can't
100%.
say anything else other than that, and he's funny.
Oh, he's hilarious.
And he's just a really all around good dude.
Funny on and off the stage, and a good friend to all of us.
He's one of those comics that we've seen since we've been here doing the show. We've actually seen him grow from open mic level all the way through to where he's now headlining on some of the stages here.
Yeah.
And just becoming more and more popular, and seeing his comedy get better and better, and seeing him get stronger and stronger, and him kind of, you see his change in his persona too, who he is, and
His
how
confidence.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny the night he came on for a guest spot before Roach, and it was pouring outside, and then we were standing under the awning outside before we all went to our cars, and there was a couple people that were in the audience that were outside, and he was saying, you guys were funny, and he's talking to Fat Jay, and as he was walking away, you know how Jay has that bit where he talks about, and the little butanas,
Right.
like half dressed in front of Ralph's Ices. the guy that was there was the owner of the Ralph's Ices in Belmore near the movie theater.
Yeah.
And he's like, I own a Ralph's Ices, and I said, oh my God, that's so funny because you're and he goes, that's the third Ralph's Ices guy that I've ever met in anything. They always come up to me. I own a Ralph's Ice. He goes, I've gotten T-shirts, I've gotten free ices.
Nice.
That's fucking so funny.
That's great.
He
He should be their sponsor, their spokesman.
Yeah. He was online at a Ralph's once, and somebody recognized him. They were yelling to him.
I think that's so funny. He said, I've gotten recognized by people like, oh, Ralph's Ices.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really even like Ralph's Ices that much. I prefer other things.
Speaking of great comedy, you're performing this Tuesday in the city.
No.
Never mind.
In the city of Huntington.
Why did I?
No. That's going to be next year.
Was there
That's the
something
goal.
planned that I'm...
No. It's called George's. It's George's, but it's in Huntington.
Why did I think it was in New York City?
I was asked to do a show by a guy named Dan Wilbur, who I met on another show.
Dan Wilbur is awesome. He's been in here.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
I met him once.
He's open for Seinfeld.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know that much about him. I met him
great.
on a show. I performed with him, and he just
He's
reached
a
out
good
to me
guy.
and asked me if I wanted a spot on a show on Tuesday.
Oh, that's
Why
awesome.
did I think that was in the city?
No, it's I hope it's not, because I'm going to be in Huntington. That'd be weird.
I'm here.
Hello,
Rosie, where are you? We're here in Manhattan.
He does these videos that I follow now where he imitates J.D. Vance because he looks like him. And he's kind of got him down pat. So.
That's hilarious.
He's funny.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, you're right, but I don't. Yeah, it's on New York Avenue. George is in New York Avenue. I don't know why. I thought
And it
was
looks
in the
like a
city.
very
you probably saw
cool-
New York
Yeah,
and thought it was
it
New
looks-
York.
maybe.
It looks like a cool looking little place. So I tried to get some of my friends to come, but they're like, it's Tuesday. I have to sleep. It's Tuesday. I have
we
to
can
do
promote it
It's
because
Tuesday.
Governor's not open on Tuesdays, so we can promote it.
Okay.
So go see Rosie on Tuesday with Dan Wilbur. Who else is on that? I mean, but you and Dan alone is worth the.
There's another
admission, but-
guy on it that I've met, and he's bald as well.
Is he
Christoph?
No, but this guy had a kidney transplant,
Wow.
and he does a bit about having had a kidney transplant,
Wow.
and he's very funny.
Wow. See that? That's what I love about comedies. Any you don't have to look or be a certain way to be funny. You could have kidney transplants. You could be a little guy. You could be fat. You could be skinny. You could be a male, female,
You can have
trans.
skin issues.
You have skin issues. You have butterfly skin.
You could smoke.
You could smoke. You could not smoke. You could smoke all you want. You could not smoke. You could write jokes, not write jokes, storytell, one-line comics. However you want to do it.
You could be a punter.
Yeah, you could be a young kid. You could be old.
Where
man.
is Fremder today? I was hoping he would call in. I needed to know.
I want to hear. Well,
oh yeah, Fremder hasn't chimed in at all.
He hasn't chimed in. He didn't chime in yesterday.
Oh my
either.
God, he hated my set so much he died.
Yeah, so tell us about. We got 2 minutes left. How did that go? Meeting him.
I was
could move on to other things.
So surprised that he was not 74 and decrepit. I kept saying decrepit. He's like, why would I be decrepit? I'm like, I don't know.
He's going to be performing on our show.
Yes.
In a couple
October
weeks.
4th.
October 4th. And he was supposed to do a recap because that's what he does on the message feeds. He always writes these little one-liners.
Right.
So we were suggesting to him, why don't you do these one-liners, like critique what's going on in the room? Like, is there hecklers? Is there, a party going on? Somebody's birthday or some shit? And just comment on that when you go up on stage and just kind of fact-check everybody.
Yeah.
And then he writes me back, I'd rather just do my own act. I don't want to do that.
You don't have an act.
So I said, do you have a tight five? He goes, I'm working on it. I'm like, dude, when you're getting ready to do a show here, just listen. Like, we had the shtick for him.
He went on and on about how uncomfortable he was with it. So we were like, okay, we don't want it to be uncomfortable. So do your 5, if you even get that far.
There's Fremder.
Yep,
yes,
there he
that's
is.
what he looks like. I
Yep.
was so not.
There's Fremder.
I was beyond.
There's a lot of people on this bill.
I was beyond surprised. I really was.
It will not be a big giant marathon Butera show. Don't worry. Fremder's doing 5 minutes. Danny Keene, who's making a stand-up debut, he's only doing 5 minutes. Ali Cam, who's fantastic, she's doing 5. So it's.
I'm looking forward to all of them.
Me
but
too.
Especially the
Greg and Rob,
the blind kid.
Oh, Danny Keene.
Danny Keene. I've seen Danny
Danny's
Keene
funny.
on your show
He's
before.
blind or blonde?
Blind.
Well,
Blind.
yes.
Both?
He's a blind blonde man.
Yeah,
yes.
and yeah, he's been on the show with Tony before.
I
and
didn't
he's
see that one
performed.
coming.
Well, neither did he.
He sang songs, and he doesn't know it yet because no one's told him. But he's also a little person, but he doesn't know.
Oh.
So we don't know how to tell him.
Fantastic musician. He's got albums out. You can go
He
get
thinks
them.
he's 6'4". Like,
and Carol Miner will be in the audience that night. She will be
Oh,
there.
very cool.
Very excited
Yeah.
about that. Greg and Rob are fantastic. Alec Quinn.
Greg and Rob, have you ever worked with them before yet?
They're out of Staten Island.
They're out of
Two
Staten Island.
twin
They're,
brothers.
they're
Yeah.
brothers.
They both do comedy and they're twins?
They're
grew
a
up
comedy
together.
team. They're a team.
This is so
Old
weird.
school comedy
This
team.
is just now everybody's just doing comedy.
Well, they've been doing it
Little
for a
people, you got
while.
the blind people, you got the tall people, you got
We
the
have.
people, you got
We are the.
twins.
This is the DEI special right
Yeah.
here.
We should get Christoph.
We should get Chris. We need. Well, let's look at the posters again. Let's see who. Let's analyze everyone we got on there. I think Fremder could. I think he's could pass as our African American.
His eyes are very big.
Yes. Did he try doing his bits on you? I think that was the first time I met him.
I think he tried to.
He's got those Marty
Feldman
eyes.
Yeah.
So I said that. Yeah. So there he is. Okay. So yeah, and Allie Cam. Now, has she ever been on the show before?
She was in here once, and she's a performer. She's worked on my murder mysteries. She's a phenomenal singer.
Oh, that's good.
But she was doing stand up, but it's been a few years because she got married and she's had a few kids. So it's been a few years, but she's getting back up, and
Good
she's
for her.
yeah, she's very excited
Good.
about it.
I'm excited to.
And we're
Allie.
working on a date to get her back in here prior to this night.
Yeah, Allie Cam. We got Fremder, who we know is now working on 5 minutes. Hopefully, it's good. I think Fremder. I'll say this.
I think he's going to do well.
He's a good writer.
I got the cane out just in
Because
case.
he's, you know what? He's a quick-witted person.
Yes, he is.
I think he's shy. I think he's, so some guys are, especially writers, you put them on stage and they clamp up. They could be shy, nervous, or something like that. But who knows? Maybe he'll open up and surprise us. But in any case, I do think he's a really strong comedy writer, and I think he'll have a good 5 minutes.
Yes.
Danny Keene and Greg and Rob, those two guys right there are hilarious. We've seen them the last time. They travel in with Mike Bichetti.
Right.
So they all live Staten Island guys.
Mike Bichetti will not be able to get up on the stage, so we have to figure out how that's going to
So
work.
Mike Bichetti was at Atlantic City
Is
with.
he the one that's vision impaired?
No, Mike
That's
Bichetti
Danny
is the
Keene.
headliner. So Mike Bichetti's been around for like 30 years doing stand-up. And he's a New York City comic, knows them all. Was part of their, Colin Quinn and all those guys. But he's a little different. And what happened was he was on the show. What the heck's her name, dude?
Christy Miller.
Christy Miller. So Christy Miller. So Christy Miller had a show in Atlantic City. Mike was going to headline it. Mike's getting off the bus they took a bus to Jersey. Getting off the bus, he falls down, messed his whole leg up. They had to cancel the show because Christy Miller had to take Mike to the hospital and all this stuff. So this whole thing. So he's been healing the last few months. He's going to come here. He said, I'm coming no matter what. And I have an interview with him. It's coming out in a couple weeks.
Is this in the giggle room?
Yes. Yeah.
Those stairs.
That stage is tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it is. It's
I
tough.
had to hold strangers' hands.
Yeah. Well,
hi, excuse me. Can you put your mozzarella stick down? I need your help.
The last time Mike was here,
oh God,
he couldn't make it. And this is before he fell, and he couldn't make it up on the stage. And me and was it Sean Kearns?
No. Oh yeah, it might be Sean Kearns. I wasn't here for that.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right. You weren't here. Yeah. So we had to help him, push him up on the stage, and we have a picture.
You should have him
Where-
sit.
Well, I think that's what I'm going to do for this one.
Swivel.
Yeah, if he can.
Well,
I might just have him sit on the edge of the stage.
We're put him in
just
that table right by have him just sit there, and then just give him the mic and let him do it. He's a one-liner comic.
Okay.
But he'll stand up and everything. He's going to be bringing a walker.
But we have a
For the
picture.
love of God, I can't miss this.
We have a
gotta see
picture
this
of us
mess.
trying to get him on the stage, and all you see in this picture is his ass crack. It's so funny. And the audience didn't miss it. So we're trying to get him up on the stage. All of a sudden, we see, crack, and the whole place just bursted out laughing.
But Mike Bichetti is hilarious, man. And I love Mike Bichetti. He's a funny dude. He's been around for a long time. He's a good-hearted guy. I just love him. So I'm hoping.
Well, I hope he's feeling better.
Yeah, hoping he says he's going to be coming with a walker. So that's going to be a sight
Well, there's
to see.
so many walkers.
Well, yeah, I'll be there.
I know, right?
We already know.
And Allie, for Christ's sake, what's another walker?
Rich Walker isn't real. Screw him and his rodeo Ricky.
And then we got I'm Rodeo Ricky, y'all.
I couldn't think of that the other day. I called him Rodeo Raccoon.
There's a kisser fish, and she kisses me every day. I'm like, what? That's weird.
Next week, baby, I'll be working with Rich at the farm.
Yeah, down on the farm, baby. I love Rich Walker. I've known Rich Walker for 30 years, man. He was on one of my first guests on the Double D radio show back in the day. So shout out to Rich. But yeah, so going through the rest of them. So Danny Keene is the blind musician, but he's going to be doing 5 minutes of stand-up. I'm psyched. Hopefully after the show.
And also the fry cook next door at the little, he's also doing 5 minutes. We found him.
I'm hoping Danny at the end of the show though could get up and maybe play some songs. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, all right, I'll ask him.
And then we got Joe Pacino. So Joe Pacino's a Queens guy, huge Mets fan, but he's also he was a colonel in the military, and he was an analyst and he for our defense, and he worked in the Pentagon for a long time. Has then become a correspondent for news media outlets, and he specializes in Gaza and all that shit that's going on over there. So he's a wealth of information, but he's also hilarious. And when he was in high school, because he's our age, he was a white rapper. So so we'll
get Danny Keene to play the keyboard, and this guy will get up and rap.
He could do some freestyle raps, and I'll jump up there too.
Jump up and do it.
I'll do
You
some
guys
rhymes.
are all very inclusive.
And then Alec Quinn is a paleontologist. She works with fossils and bones and
That's
dinosaurs.
what I wanted to do.
Yeah, well, she could talk your ear off about it.
That's
She's
what
great.
I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's an awesome field too. Archaeology and paleontology.
That was my first major.
She works in the what do you call it? The Smithsonian, and she cleans fossils and prepares them and all that kind of stuff. Takes molds of them and all that. And she was talking about all that kind of stuff when I interviewed her. And she's hilarious. She's a very funny young lady. She's like 20-something years old. She's just getting started in her life. And
some people have merch tables. She'll have mold if you want to get your penis done.
no.
She'll be there after the show.
Yeah, she can make a bone mold for you of your bone.
That's what they're calling it now.
No, but yeah, Alec Quinn, Joe Pacino, Mike Machete, and then all those other great comedians are going to be on the bill. It's going to be great. Tony Walker, it's his friend.
I'll be hosting.
Tony Walker is the host.
Looking forward to it.
And I'm looking forward to Tony. If you haven't never seen Tony on stage, you got to see him. He's great.
I got to see him.
You never seen Tony perform stand-up yet?
No, well, I see you every Friday.
Well, true.
Doing funny things, but not,
I got to see Tony. I know we're running a little late, but I went with Tony the other day. He took me on a voyage with him to a show he did. He does a game show.
Is this the burger time?
No.
Is that burger show that people keep talking about?
Oh, no, that's the Hamburger Club. That's a different show.
Okay.
And shout out to those guys, too. I love that whole crew. But no, this is Tony with his Knock 'em Dead comedy thing. The business he does where he performs. He also does game shows and birthday parties and things like that.
Yeah, we have the podium with buzzers, and I just trivia. It's just random trivia, and you can hit the buzzer to guess. Oh yeah, it's fun. We have a good time.
Yeah, we get there, and it's this person's house, and it was a nice house and everything, and we go in there, and I don't really know what to expect. I kind of know. I know Tony, and I know it's a game show set. But the way Tony took control of that party and rocked it, I just got to give you kudos, man.
Thanks,
it was really super cool to see you in action, see you
nice.
take on the... Because it could be intimidating when you got all, like a birthday. It was a kid's birthday party.
Wrangling cats, I bet.
Yeah, and
It can be.
parents. It was a lot of people. There must have been, 30 people?
Yeah, around there somewhere, yeah.
And, you got the parents like, let's see what this is, But he won them all over, had everybody having fun, laughing, and he's quick on his feet. And yeah, so I was...
Foot.
quick
on my foot.
Quick on his foot, and he just rocked it. So it was a good time. So shout out.
Bob.
And I think everyone, if you have a birthday party or an event, call Knock 'em Dead and get him going. He does game shows. He could do the play for you where they do the live murder mystery theater. A lot of good stuff. So yeah,
we'll be at McGuire's December 13th, and then the week before that, in the Giga Room, we got something planned that we haven't announced yet. But that's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
I can't believe we actually booked Rosie for that. That was.
I know.
Yeah.
Topless, no less.
I know.
That's
with Christoph.
No,
Yeah,
bottomless.
Wow,
Like
even
the
better.
Like the what?
Like the brunch.
Like the brunch.
Bottomless brunch.
Oh, okay.
You'll see.
Oh,
Sure.
Wow.
Well, you've seen my balls, so it's only right.
It's only fair.
It's only fair you see her brunch.
I'm
Yes.
an equal opportunist.
No, I think it's going to be awesome. We have a big thing coming up in December. We would love for you to be part of it too.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, good times.
All right, so yeah, it is time to go. So real quick, this weekend on the Governor's stage, we got the Giga Room in Levittown, we got Brokerage in Belmore, where you can see Rosie on Sunday, and we got McGuire's out in Bohemia. Eric Newman, Johnny Watson, John Butera, Pat Dunn, Emily Santosis, Donnie Roy. and Rosie Fiumara. Just some of the comedians you'll see on the governor's stage this weekend. Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Who's on Conversations tonight?
Conversations tonight is Dominic Leonelli out of Manhattan. He's a really strong comedian making his way. He does a lot of Instagram stuff, so check him out and check out Conversations on Instagram and YouTube and all that fun stuff, and give it a like and a follow and all that.
There you go. Gov's Comedy Club podcast, govs.com, knockemdeadcomedy.com. We got some stuff lined up in the fall, like I said, McGuire's as well. So, all right, so that'll do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So have fun on Sunday.
Thank you.
Have fun on Tuesday.
Yes.
So we'll hear all about it next week.
Yes.
Very nice. Last but not least, real quick before we go, I just wanted to quickly wish Don's cousin a happy birthday tomorrow. My wife Lisa. Tomorrow is her birthday.
Yes,
and
happy
just wanted to
birthday,
say
Lisa.
happy birthday to Lisa. That's a great picture that I ruined, but I'll just try to close up on her because she's gorgeous. There you go.
There you go.
All
That's
right,
Lisa. She's
there
the
you go.
best. My number one cousin. She's the.
She's the first, right?
She's the first one of all the cousins, and we all looked up to her, and she yelled at us all the time when we were little kids. But we love her.
And now she just yells at me.
Yeah, we used to knock on her door and run. Stop it, Mom! You know, all that kind of stuff.
That's fantastic.
Very cool.
All right, everybody have a great weekend. And, Monday, Coffee with the Dog at 11. Coffee with the Dog Monday at 9. Me and Jeff at 11. And then Steve Squared on Monday evening. All right, everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you guys later.
Deuces.